Good morning, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition, day 5 of albums that turned 50 years old here in 2021. So, of course, these are albums that originally came out in that magical year known as 1971. So, basically, how it's working here is I have picked out my 28 favorite releases from 1971. Okay, 28 days of February. Each day you're going to get a different pick from me. In addition to my pick of the day, you're also going to get an honorable mention. That is an album that's drawn from the larger list that didn't quite make the cut of 28. So these are additional favorites of mine. Not quite my top 28, but you know what? Pretty damn good as well. Because I think as most of us know, 1971 was one of the greatest years in the history of rock music. So let's get started here today with my pick for day 5. This particular album was released in January of 1971, produced by Felix Pappalardi for Windfall Records here in the U.S., Island Records in the U.K. I am talking about Nantucket Sleigh Ride by the mighty Mountain. Leslie West, Felix Pappalardi, Corky Lang, right? I mean, that the classic power trio, along with Steve Knight on keyboards, who joined the band for this album, making them a 4-piece. Pretty strong album. A lot of classics on this particular album. Of course, you have the title track, right? Then you've got Don't Look Around, Can't Get Away, Tired Angels, The Animal Trainer and the Toad, My Lady, Traveling in the Dark, The Great Train Robbery. Good, heavy album. But, you know, a lot more elements to it other than hard rock and, you know, that early heavy music. Little bits of folk and psychedelia and pop music, okay. And, you know, Mountain had a lot of different facets to their game. Of course, you know, a lot of blues underpinnings there as well. The big, you know, beefy guitar riffs of Leslie West and those stinging solos. You know, we lost Leslie last year in 2020, and it really, so what was it, January? Jesus, you know, the year is going by so fast. We lost Leslie within the last two months. I'm trying to remember if it was December or January. It was fairly recently. And what a unique guitar player. What a unique guitar player. The guy could create these mammoth riffs, you know, Mountain, applicable name for this band. Not only at the time, you know, Leslie, his stature, I mean, he was a huge, immense human being, but the intensity of their music, you know, mountainous riffs. That was Leslie West, creator of mountainous riffs, and the name Mountain was just perfect for the band. You know, there's Leslie on the back, the late great Leslie West. You know, sadly now, you know, both Felix and Leslie are gone from this world. We only got Corky left, and I believe is Steve still with us? I think Steve is still with us, if I'm not mistaken. I can actually check that while we're talking, but a great album. You know, easily. Yep. Steve Knight is no longer with us. He died in 2013 at age 77. So, so we've got only one member of the you know, what considered the classic lineup of Mountain. But, yeah, there's Leslie again right there. With that little Flying V guitar, right, or the Les Paul Jr., either one. Both guitars looked like minis in his hands, but you know, a great album. Nantucket Sleigh Ride. You know, the first 3-4 Mountain albums are just absolute classics. So that is my main pick for today. And the title track is an absolute gem from their catalog. And the second release, or the honorable mention I'm going with today, is from a Dutch band. Pretty notable Dutch band, I think. Golden Earring, 7 Tears. You know, and this album probably sits just outside my top 28 releases. This is not an album or a band that I listened to a lot when I was younger. This is a Golden Earring I got into much later. Like, I probably didn't seriously start listening to Golden Earring until about 10-15 years ago. So, for whatever reason, you know, a band that kind of escaped me back in the day. Sure, I knew Radar Love. Sure, I knew Twilight Zone, right? But, you know, some of these, I mean, this album is fantastic. Silver Ships, The Road Swallowed Her Name, Hope, Don't Worry, She Flies on Strange Wings, killer song. Killer song. What else we got here? You're Better Off Free. I mean, this is a heavy album. A lot of their earlier albums, they had their first couple albums more like kind of psychedelic pop, and then they got into their heavy period. They did a little bit of prog too, but really good, not unlike Mountain, who were kind of mixing it up with their music, but a lot of really good heavy tunes, before they became more of kind of like a straightforward mainstream sounding rock band, by the time of Twilight Zone and those albums. I think all their 70s albums are really, really intense, pretty heavy, a lot of good material on there. And this might be my favorite Golden Earring album, depending on when you ask me. It's definitely a top 2 or 3, without a doubt. Some great songs on here. Really, really good. 7 Tears by the Golden Earring, and I do want to mention their longtime guitar player. God, I'm probably gonna botch his name, but I did read a report this morning that he is not doing very well. I don't remember his name, but so best wishes to you, my friend, and I hope you're okay, because Golden Earring, loved by a lot of people, and a mighty fine guitar player he is. Like I said, forget his name. I wasn't expecting. I just didn't even think I was going to bring that up. I would have looked it up. But anyway, there you have it. So Nantucket Sleigh Ride by Mountain, 7 Tears by Golden Earring, my pick of the day, and my honorable mentions. So down in the comments below, I want to make sure all you guys throw in your pick of the day, right, as we count our way to 28 days, one pick for every day, our favorite 28 albums that turned 50 this year in 2021. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Coming up just in a little bit, Martin Popoff and I are going to kind of talk about 5 bands each, where if you got a greatest hits set, it's probably all you need. In most cases, it's all you need. So that's coming up over the weekend. Rich Catino and I are going to be given our 10 favorite songs from U.S. metal act Armored Saint. That's happening this weekend. Got Hudson Valley Squares coming up live show on Monday. All sorts of other stuff happening next week as well, so stay tuned for all of it. Make sure you subscribe. If you like what you see, click on the Ko-Fi link and make a donation, buy some merch, all that cool stuff. So thanks for everything, and we'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.